G'day, good afternoon. Today I am trying to very much get things to the point where I have this stuff running and we actually are making the fuel rods. I actually, yesterday, Sunday afternoon, I had a bit of a session and I didn't stream it. I just got in the zone and I just belted and belted and belted and got so much done. The nitric acid done. Had to change a few things around, make a few big decisions on where I use my summer sloops. I ended up using like 32 summer sloops in here. I've made the decision to use it on the nitrogen setup. That way I don't use as much nitrogen now. I don't know if that's going to be the most amazing decision, but it's a decision we're going to stick with for the time being. Using summer sloops on a nitrogen setup is definitely not the worst place to put summer sloops. Whoops. I really got in the zone yesterday and got just thing after thing after thing done. I did like so much. I did so much belting. Like I belted in all of this copper stuff. I made all the all the quick wire I set up. I did the sulfuric acid. I set up the fused modular frames, the nitric acid. I did all the copper and deuterium that goes into the quick wire. Belted in all this water from down here. I even put in the radio control units. Which, by the way, I need to belt these in, and the crystal oscillators. Huh. Here they are. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even really matter if it's a smart splitter at this stage. Why is it like that? Alright, so I've got to bring up these two belts. Radio control units and crystal oscillators. Where the heck am I going to bring them up? I think I just bring them up like here is as good a spot as any. Brilliant. The one back from it. Because this bus is pretty much done with now, I'm happy to put that there. Easy peasy. Let's not overcomplicate things, let's get it done. I will need to build my pressure conversion tubes, but that can be done very simply. Alright, crystal oscillators need to find their way all the way over to here. The radio control units, however, they only need to go to here. I think we find out how many pressure conversion cubes do we have to make here. Divided by 2.5. 22 assemblers, so it's not the smallest. Not going to be the smallest factory ever, so 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 2. Okay, we might just do it up above. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can connect this up to power, actually. Again. Save this. This is the last factory I have to build. Last set of machines I have to build. Oh, I read that as 21, but it's actually 2.1. Oh well, I don't need that much. That's fine, I just delete some of that, I thought something was a bit amiss. Okay, I can... $25, and then we just need one more. Okay. We definitely made this platform bigger than I thought I needed it. But not a biggie. Yeah. What the heck is happening here? My mum bakes cakes. G'day, mate. How you been, dude? Just fixing up my chat window here. I didn't see that you wrote that for a while. Sorry. Even put this where I can actually see it properly. Okay. Alright. Yep. How are those cakes, by the way? Are they enjoyable? Okie dokie. This is the last factory. Again, caveat, unless I've made some sort of critical error. This is the last factory I need to build. Of course they're coming out the wrong direction. Oh man. Do I just change these around? I think I do. Won't take that long. Wait, why is that? What's happened here? I've cancelled the power somehow. Oh no, they just never... Oh, they never had the power. Let's see. But we are going to flip these around. Okie dokie. Let's get back to it. Well on the way to having this done. I plan to have this done by the weekend and video made, save file shared. Nuclear plants working. Oh, that's problematic. Hey there, Arasetti. Chainsaw will remove it. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure these things are never going away. Yeah, they're not a chainsawable item, unfortunately. And they're not a blow-upable item either, which is why they're still there. I have tried, trust me. I have tried. Look, I even get one right on the stalk. They do not go away. Yeah, which is why you'll see I have, like, this. And that. Pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I can't get rid of them. So instead of them poking through the floor, I've made a couple of little holes for them, and that's about all I'll do. There's another one just here, look. Can't get rid of them. Yep. But hey, we're getting it done today. It's just good interior design. Yep, indeed. I've been going crazy with these, with getting stuff done. I assume this works in reverse. Yep, sick. Oh, let's get it done. My pressure conversion cubes. Why can't I move? We're gonna go down here. Where do we need to get to? We need to get to here. But we can go ahead and come up. What does this need? I've got the silica, I just need the uranium waste. So I can... I'll bring it up here. It's good to see the belts, I think, sometimes. And the encased plutonium cells can get in. Where am I sending these out, by the way? That way? Excellent. Get in there. Are you using cheated summer sloops or just the ones I found on the map? No, I'm definitely not cheating the summer sloops in. I'm only using the amount that are in the game as per my vanilla threshold. I've got it written down here on my rules. Must be achievable in vanilla. Quality of life mods only. Summer sloop amount is vanilla. And legitimate pasta sauce. Power. Power sauce. Legitimate pasta sauce as well. Because I read this sign in the background as I said that. Alright. Yeah, I'm only going to use the amount, and I've already allocated 32 of them. The thing is though, I'm not going to go around the world and pick them all up. That's not happening. I've already done that in vanilla once. I don't need to do that again. These have summer sloops. Wait. This has 6 summer sloops in it. And then I'm using another bunch of them down here. Like 4 times 8 is 32 plus 6, so I've used 38. I actually want to track that. Actually, I might track it right now. I'll track it right now, actually. You should make the entire thing a mega print when you're done. I mean, I could, but what's the difference between me doing that and just sharing the save file? Could just share the save file. It's the same thing, right? I will keep it once I finish nuclear. I will keep a save at that point in the game, like without going any further, and I'll keep that as like an archive. I will relocate these signs too. People can like edit mega prints and add stuff and modify. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that as well. I don't mind. I'm going to, like this place here is gonna get used. Like, I'm gonna make a hub, where I put all my stuff. Yeah. And, yeah, it's gonna look a bit better, but good to track what I'm doing. I'm going to be very sparingly on how I use my summer sloops. Now, the reason that I'm using 38 already is because I doubled my nitrogen output. My sulfuric nitric acid output, I doubled it. It was either double the output here and use a tiny bit less here, or it was literally, this is the decision making process, I had to use this entire pure one and find another 2 nodes. It was going to be crazy unless I use summer sloop somewhere, so I just decided, you know what, for the nuclear build, since nitrogen is a pretty rare resource now, valuable resource, I'm happy to summer sloop all these machines and use a bunch of summer sloops. I mean, they're going to be used somewhere at some point. I need to fix this up too. I'll probably just put this over there. Like this. You know? Since this sink is like temporary, I don't care if it just goes here for now. But I will have my actual port just there. And we'll get rid of that one. Whatever. Sort that out in a minute. Very soon I will be sorting that out actually, because I need to how much of this is pre-planned in tools and Excel and stuff, and how much is just built on the fly? It's all, so I have my grand plan planned out, as in the numbers I require for nuclear. The finagling around with where I build the factories and where we pick the nodes up from is not planned. But the big numbers for the nuclear is planned. Now, as far as from there, is not planned. Once I have nuclear up online, that's when I'll start just consuming the biomes, one biome at a time, and seeing what I can make out of each biome, and then combining the biomes together, essentially, is how I'm going to kind of run it. As I get closer to the end of using all the resources on the map, I'll see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only really, at the end of the day, there's only certain resources, there's only one thing you can do with it. Like bauxite, for example. Or bauxite, however you want to say it. There's only one thing you can do with that, and that's make aluminium. So I'm going to make all the aluminium I can, you know? There's only one thing you can do with Caterium, and that's make quickwire. So I'll make all the quickwire. So on and so forth with the stuff. And then we'll see how much power I'm consuming, and then see where we need to go with how much plutonium I potentially turn into more power. So yeah. How many megawatts will be produced? 750,000. Right now, I'm sitting at 375,000. That's half the nuclear plants, 150 nuclear plants. Times 2 is 750,000. Now from there, I'm probably going to need more power. I know it seems like a long way off, but it'll creep up. And then I haven't decided whether I'm using summer sloops for power augmenters or whether I'm producing more power with plutonium fuel rods, and then I have to process the waste. So it'll all get there eventually. And in my early access Nexus, I got to the point where I had planned out the final stages of production. But that was only for the tier 4 items, wasn't it? Why is that lacking on... Why is that lacking on aluminium? What the heck is going on here? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. Good. The other thing is I'm making 3,000 of these aluminium casings in total. I only need 2,970, so I was making 30 per minute, slightly more, and now I need even less because I've summer sleeped a couple of these machines, but I'm totally fine with that. We're burning them in the shredder anyway. Oh, where did these end up going? Yeah, I've taken them over there. Yeah, I've done that. Good. Okie dokie. We will... Alrighty. Boom. Now we get our... Oh, I'm so close to having this done. Well, the production of the fuel rods. I'd like to have that done potentially tonight, but I know it's a tall order. Alright. The crystal oscillators need to go all the way over there. Okay, so I'm just going to take them over to here. Planning out where they're going to go. Crystal oscillators can come up here, across to here. I know it seems silly going over this belt and back down, but the reason I did that is just so I can use the floor hole to get this height. Now the crystal oscillators are going to go over this way. Everything's being produced. Now it's just a matter of throwing all the belts at each other into the right spot. Where are we headed? We are headed here. Yep. Do I make another belt? Or I could come down the center. Now that I know that this is the last belt I need, I can come down the center of this one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just have a look, see what's in the way. Ooh, it's a rough one. Maybe I come above, yes. Come up here. Right there. Now we get to put our crystal oscillators on display. Oh shit. Oh no, it's great. It's okay. It's okay. All right. I fixed up this bit too. It was looking a bit weird. I had like ramp belts and stuff, and I wasn't happy with it, so I changed it. Oop, wrong friggin' way around. Okay. So many belts, dude. Oh, gotta go over this again. Wait, I know what to do here. I'm gonna have to... Oh, that's no good. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is that being on the edge like that. I mean, it's such a minor thing, but I think it has to be there because this lines up here. Like that. And if I don't, there'll be a little gap there. I think that's the best I can do with what we're talking about here. Radio. Did need to... How many am I making? And this is where I need to use a few more summer sloops. 16... $16.80. $33.6. There should be 34 of these. I've counted these so many times. Just, yeah, 34. So if we go 50 times 33, 1650. So I just need one of these machines to make, I'll make it this end one, because I tinkered with this other end one as well. This needs to make 30. Well, no, it needs to take 30 of these. 40? 30. Oh, brilliant. That's easy peasy. Alright. Autosave arriving. Okay, and then we have 1.5 times 33 is 49.5 plus 0.9 is 50.4, and 50.4 is the amount you need to run 250 plants. Now I need to make 60 per minute. Now this is, I planned on using sloops.
Yeah.
So in order to get another 10 on the books, I need to put, this is probably going to use a few, 10. What happens if I just go, that's going to be 3. Wait, how do I put just 1 in? 2. 2.25. Okay, 3 is 3. Wait. $1.87. 2.25. Okay. Right, so 1.5 is what I'm adding. Times 6 is 9. So 1.5 times 7 is adding 10.5. That means I need to sloop 7 machines. 7 times 4 is another 28. Oh, there's another 28 shards. But that's okay. That is totally fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven times 1.5 is 10.5 plus 50.4 is 60.09. So I will be making the required amount. Let's do this now, right? Let's do this with signs, right? So we just go. Let's just do it like here, as good as a place as any. So let's do it like this. All right. 60 runs, 300. And then we'll go 7 times 4. There we go. That explains it. Okay. There we go. So basically I've done the standard setup for nuclear. The max build, 50.4 will run 252 nuclear plants, same as it did in early access. Holy dooly, I've used 66 already? That's crazy. We've got 37 sloops left to use. Which, you know, now it's all casual. Now I've got that the stuff I needed to use sloops for. Everything else is like, whatever, you know? I can do whatever I want with them now. Okay, let's just go systematically. This needs the... Okay, so... Quickwire done, sulfur done, silica done. This needs the uranium, the actual uranium. Then we have our rotors, crystal oscillators, and electromagnetic control rods done, and this needs the encased uranium cells, which gets created from here. So I think the smart thing to do would be to sort the uranium out now. Okay. So we have what I think is a 600 node here. I believe that's a 600 node. What is this? This is also a 600 node, I believe. Very careful that I don't delete this, because that is my super secret awesome thingy. If we have a look at what I did here, get to an angle where I can see it. See how deep that goes? That is all the way down. All the way down. I had to go outside the map to get that done. Which is completely fine in vanilla. You can do it in vanilla, by the way. You can get underneath the map in vanilla without any mods or anything like that. So, legit. Okay, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we need to change the names? No, we're just going to go... The numbering system's going to be whack. I'm just going to call it U-drop1. I wonder if my drone that was flying through the air is now completely confused. Oh. Oh, you know what's cool? They may have run out of fuel. Which, to me, is good. It's a good thing. Because I'm actually going to run them on... Where are they? I'm going to run them on plutonium fuel rods. Yeah, they've run out of fuel, which is great. Last fuel type was that. That's good. That's why they've stopped running. Yeah, I need to swap them over to plutonium anyway, so... Never ended up using this. It will be used, though, because I'm almost certainly going to have a massive factory out here. So this train line will definitely get used. Can't believe I built this thing just to get this drone port up here. Anyways. How are we looking on these? Ah, we still got heaps of them. Right. So I need to build the hub. And I need to build a drone port here. Because I need one drone. I'm just going to build it like up on top of this train station. But then I need a belt to go down and like underneath here. I need a belt to feed up into here. I'm just going to work out how to make that look real nice. Because then it's going to feed into here. Into that. Is that a merger? Yeah, it has to be it. No, it's a splitter. So the first one will be a... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll probably... end up having something like this. And then it's going to be a 2-meter one. Wait. There's no reason it can't be. So in order to make it look even, it's going to have to be like this. Can that come up one? And then I need to make this belt go all the way across here. It actually won't be that hard. Because, yeah, the fuel rods are going to get delivered by drone. Right. Do I do the thing now? I think I do. I could do it now. If I do it now, it's done. But I kind of want to build the hub as well. The hub is going to be placed on top of this particular one because it's the northern one of the map. So it makes sense to just have it up on top of here. So I don't want to get... maybe I'll fancy it up a bit later. But for now, I'm going to keep it super simple. Maybe I'll use frames. If I come up and over... There's not really a spot to... Although, right here maybe? That can work. Let's just keep it simple. Nice. Or do I want to come from here? In between the two. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So later on, once I've actually got this up and running, I will fancify it. I'll give it some TLC. But until then, I just need to get it laid out to a point where it's functional. You know what I'm saying? I can't see where the bloody things are on this. I definitely want to be in line with that. Bloody hell, I can't tell where these are. Like, I can't tell where the center of these tiles are. Oh, we don't want that. That's too close to the edge of that, isn't it? Probably just like that, right? The gap. The gap, because I started it on that. That's gonna go on the train line. Oh, yeah, that's no good. Is this one of those times where I use this stuff? Oh, it's a different circle angle, isn't it? Classic getting carried away with bullshit that I don't need to worry about right this second, hey. Annoying that that is one lip higher than it needed to be. Why did I do it like that? Can I just get like a singular tile in there to fix it? Yep, and we'll just, yeah, we'll make that fine. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Now it goes on there. And we can make our... We can do these things. Okay. That's all I need. I don't need it to be fancy. I need to settle the friggin' hell down. And just literally get the job done. Because what we need, all we need up here right now is a drone port. Okay. Probably want it facing that way. Could even have it hanging over the edge. Because they look reasonably cool hanging over the edge. Okay, and then we just need our output. Putting a splitter here because it needs to look even. Ooh, okay. Does that make it? Oh, brilliant. We can work with this then. Probably here will look the best. Merger. I only need to do that on the one station. Now what I will do is I'll end up having the hub here. Do I want this to come like that? No, we'll go like this. Where are we? On that tile? Easy peasy. Oh, the problem is these are one tile, right? Somebody was saying the floor holes don't work with one tile? Or is that just pipe holes? We'll find out eventually, sooner or later. What? Oh yeah, it is going to go that way. What am I thinking? Boom. Now I only need one pipe, but for the sake of making it look like aesthetic, like yeah, it's gonna look sick. Even with just what I just did then, like, and I haven't even really tried to fancy it up at all. It looks great already. And this is where my hub's gonna be as well, and I'm gonna put all those signs that are like keeping track of my summer sloops and all of that stuff, so. Oh man, things are coming together. I think I don't mind doing like a little fancy hub because I like it to be my. I'm gonna put my signs and notes and all that sort of stuff. Now, do I want the? I probably want it facing that way, right? Yeah. I can always move this around. Doesn't really matter where I put it right this second. There we go. Done deal. Look at that. Nice. How do you look? I think you look great. Let's get some light on this situation here. Oh, the sun never comes at it from that angle. Huh. What a shame. Is that the best I'm going to get it? Yeah, because the sun kind of passes over this way. Oh, it'll look fine. Bit of evening, afternoon. Sunset. Oh, look at that sunset over the nuclear. Lovely. Drones in the distance. Starting to look like a real factory. All of that factory that you see there is just nuclear. Looks sick. Alright, let's... Before we get too crazy... Did I leave Lumen on? Why is it... I've got global illumination off. Okay, whatever. I just need to give power to my drone port. So I might go down like this. This is probably the way to go. And we'll just go straight under. Oh. I like asphalt, but I can never tell where the center of a tile is. Oh, look at that. There's a plug right there. Right in the center. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Done deal. Probably going to leave it at that for this afternoon. Going to end on a win, I think. That's a win right there. So now I just have to... Mexico City it's called. We will call this... Hub. We know what it is. We know it's the nuclear drop-off. Brilliant. So the nuclear fuel rods are going to come in here. They're going to go down here. Oh, that's no good. Oh, idiot. Unacceptable behavior. Yeah, the nuclear fuel rods are going to fly from over there in a drone. All the way over there, and then they're going to go to here. Then they're going to come down through there. Down here. Underneath. And across. And then up. And then we're going to... Don't panic about that. I got a plan. Merge in. Now I know it doesn't necessarily have to merge in two spots, but it just makes everything look even. Good thing about nuclear fuel rods is you can just destroy them, unlike nuclear waste. I was a little bit worried about how I was going to get the fuel rods to the actual nuclear plants, but I've done it. Now the funny thing is that just here where they come in, so here it comes up here, and then we have our massive ring of 300 nuclear plants. This particular nuclear plant will be the first nuclear plant to get fuel rods. Then they have to go all the way around this entire ring, all the way around the whole world, all the way back to this one, before he starts to get his nuclear fuel rods. Pretty hilarious. But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And that's how I'm sticking with it. And on that note, I'm going to call it for this afternoon. I think tomorrow, or maybe after dinner, I'll jump on a little bit and do a bit more belting. But as you can see, I am just about ready to produce the nuclear fuel rods. That being the case, I've also prepped everything required to process the waste into plutonium. So a lot of what you see down here is for both sides of the thing. It's for the nuclear fuel rods, and it's also to process the waste. But as far as factories go, that's it. That's the footprint right there. All that's left is belting. So there's no more machines that need to be built. It's all belting now. Unless, of course, I've made a mistake somehow. Is it just me, or did this go up just then? Somehow. What? I must be tripping. Yeah. Or belting. And let's not forget a mother load of piping. But once I'm going to get the fuel rods done first. Once the fuel rods are done and filling up half the nuclear plants, I can get rid of this thing. I can also get rid of the temporary waste. So this is what I'm doing with my waste at the moment. But I can get rid of this and actually start processing the waste. Whilst I'm piping in, like it's going to be a pipe city. Pipe madness will occur. Piping in all of this western quadrant, and then piping in all of this southern quadrant. But while I'm doing this piping, my system will be running legitimately, and that will give it time to reveal any mistakes I've made, because I am pretty confident that I wouldn't get through all of this with no mistakes. So hopefully we get to do a little bit of troubleshooting as we're doing the last two quadrants and iron out the kinks, as it were. But hey, I'm out of here. Have a good evening or morning or wherever it is for you.